Well, number one. Well, this is it. It's time that it gets serious. This is the canning stock route, day one. I am traveling north to south. What you see behind me is a beautiful stretch lagoon. It's just a short 10-kilometer trip down the canning stock route after Wiluna. I camped here last night so I could go over the car, get a few things ready, but pumped, absolutely pumped today. Can't wait to get out there and start driving these tracks. I've got the Desert Tracks map book here. I'm having a quick look. I think I'll probably be camping near CSR well 46 today, but we'll have a look. So really excited to be doing the canning stock route. This has been a couple of years now in the planning, and I wish my wife and family could be here, but unfortunately we had to delay it enough as it was, and the young bloke, he's not quite ready to do a trip like this, but soon, very soon, I think within the next couple of years I'll take him down through here. Amazing spot, this Stretch Lagoon. If you're doing the canning stock route, whether it's north-south or south-north, which is the most common direction, make sure you stop in here. Even though you're right at the end, I can imagine a lot of people would skip past this place because of that. And you'll really be missing out, because this lagoon has more bird life in it than I've seen ever. Hundreds and hundreds of pelicans. It's crazy. At least 20-30 different species, and I've just been listening and watching them through parts of yesterday and this morning, and really quite amazing watching them work in packs to get the little fish, little bait fish out of this lagoon. And yeah, beautiful spot. So I've got a couple of sponsors for this trip that I'd like to mention. Northwest 4-wheel drive in Karratha, they were the first sponsors to come along. Very honoured to be sponsored by Northwest 4-wheel drive in Karratha. I'm sponsored by X-Ray Vision Lights. They sent me at the 11th hour. I was super happy. 6 brand new LED lights. They know how much I love driving at night. There's definitely going to be segments in this video where I'm driving the canning stock route at night with all the cameras on, so you can see what's going on. Well, have a look at that. I'm only 60 k's down the road from Wiluna, and this is one of the recovery trailers that they would use to recover you know, some of your larger vehicles like your Octas and Ivecos and whatnot. Pretty interesting. He's blown every single tyre he's got, and I'm sure whoever was driving this has recovered plenty of people down the canning stock route before. He wouldn't be an amateur, and he's basically done every single tyre he's got, the poor bugger. You can see the spare's destroyed, he's changed it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see the story behind this. Maybe someone knows. If you do know, let me know. Right in. I'd be interested to find out. Corrugation's so far been pretty good. I would say moderate. It's only 60 k's. It's only early days yet. So, first stop, well 51. Not a great deal to see. I'll show you a bit of a photo in a second. Just a bit of a depression in the ground. It looks like the hole's been covered and filled in. And someone's built a turkey's nest with a windmill here, probably for cattle and feed. Pretty interesting drive in. Corrugation's not too bad. Just starting to get into some little sand dunes. Windmill's cranking. It is quite windy. I hope there's not too much wind noise in the microphone. I'm doing the best I can to shield it. Here it is. Well 51, the first well on my journey. Very excited to be here. And that's it. That's all I've got on that. Just that little bit of muddy dirt down the bottom there. That's all that's left of it. And that little bit of tin and a sign. You wouldn't even know it's here otherwise. Talking now a little bit about suspension. So my cruiser is 3.8 ton, just under, barely just under, like 3.760. And I wanted to show you, fully loaded. Have a look at the suspension gap there. See how it's even. Something I've come across a hell of a lot here and through the Kimberleys is all these vehicles rolling around. They're heavily overloaded, and the back end is basically dragging on the ground. I am full fuel. I'm as heavy as I'm going to be along this entire track right now. Full fuel, full food, the whole works. I'm going to let a little bit more air out of the tyres. I've got 30 psi in the rear and I've got 26 in the front, and you see how the sag on the front and the rear, even though there's 4 psi difference, they are even as well, and that's the trick. If you can get both of those tyres roughly the same, you'll be doing quite well. But you want to set up your suspension for when you're fully loaded rather than when you're empty, even if it's a daily driver. Because when you're out here doing it hard, the last thing you want to be doing is making your car struggle. So I've just rocked up at well 50. This is it over here. It's about lunchtime. I thought it might be a nice place for a snack, you know, beautiful spot. I'm going to go look for the rock art that's meant to be around here shortly. And I thought I'll open the fridge and I'll chill out here. And my UHT's exploded in the fridge. Bloody bastard. So now, instead of having lunch, I am cleaning lunch. Have a look, I've got like a litre of milk in the bottom of this fridge. Let's see if this will work. Bang, turn the camera around that way. Look at that. Absolutely horrible. So, it's not a disaster. It's a pain in the ass. It's not a disaster. Let me fix that camera. So yeah, pulled everything out. Gonna quickly clean up this fridge and have some lunch. This is it. This here is the only way you'd even know this is well 50. There's a couple of bits and pieces down this way. This is where the trough on the edge of the well used to shoot down, and all the stock would line up along here. This is the trough here. Nothing left of it, of course. So that's it. That's what well 50 looks like. Most of these are going to be the same. I'm looking forward to showing you some of the restored wells, and a couple of the wells are just a bit of tin over a hole nowadays. So. That is not cool at all. Alright, see, this whole area around here is burnt out. In fact, just behind me, I don't know if, let's see, bend down your bloody camera. You can see that black spot right there. That's as far as this guy made it before catching on fire. Right there is where he stopped and realised he was in trouble. Wow. Looks like some people pushed it off the track. Badly burnt out. Oh wow. Just down here, there's the melted rubber and what looks like melted steel. So that's probably aluminium off something, off the underbody here. That's all melted. I'll zoom in so you can have a quick look. See how the aluminium is melted in between the tracks of the tyre. Might have caught fire from spin effects or something like that, build up through the bottom. Hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Could be a lot of things. Very sad for someone's adventure out here to be over like this. Look at that. That's how hot it was. Look at that. That's molten steel. Oh, this is the transfer case that's melted. Look at that. It's melted all over the gears. Look at that. Pure aluminium. It's just burnt out the bushland. Is you know, at least a couple of 100 meters on either side. Tragedy for someone. This is they're not all that far from Wiluna. Really, it's 150, 160 k's, something like that. I think I'll have to have a look. But you know, when you do something like this here, it's remote. I mean, you could sit here for days and no one would come past. You obviously try and recover whatever you can. You know, before the car goes up fully, you try and recover your food and your water especially. Definitely the water first. Oh, you can live a long time without food, but water, you've got days. Anyone coming out here to tackle the canning stock route, you're always wishing everyone the best. You never want to see this happen to anyone. I'm just going to go around now, and it's a bit of a reminder, I suppose, of what can go wrong. So I'm going to quickly have a look underneath mine. The spin effects has been very, very low. So being so late in the season, it's already had hundreds of cars, and that's cut the foliage back. It's cut the grass in the centre of the road back. And so underneath my car, I'm not actually expecting to find anything just yet. But I'm going to have a look anyway, just in case, because I definitely don't want to end up the same way, and I don't think any of you would either. So I'll set the camera down over here. I'll have a quick look underneath. Underneath the side here, I don't know if you can hear me all that well. I've got a little gap where the two plates join, and through there I can check for any build-up of material, plant life, things like that. So I've got no build-up at all under mine, but it's early days yet, and after each and every day, and probably multiple times through the day depending on what I come across, I'm going to pull up, and I'm actually going to put my little mat down, and I'll get right up underneath, and I'm looking for evidence of bolts coming loose, excess build-up of materials, and hopefully, touch wood, you get through right to the end and you find problems before they become one.
Now it's tradition when you get to these wells that you drop a bucket down, which they've already provided for us, which is very nice of them, and you drop some water in these troughs for the animals and birds that are in the area. So I'm going to do that now. See all those finches just over there? Let them come in and have a drink. Hard to believe what you'll find in the middle of nowhere. Toilets and a shower. Check this out. And it's not even that old. How about that? Bush showers in the middle of nowhere. Well 49. Full of surprises. Fully restored. Toilets, showers, the whole works. Can I get you guys in the shot?
Thank you.
How about that for a view? Absolutely beautiful. This drive so far, I'm only 170 k's in. This drive so far reminds me of old Western movies where you see, you know, flat ground for as far as the eye can see, punctuated by the odd beautiful feature like cliffs or mountain range or something. In this fading light, late afternoon, was it 4 o'clock in the afternoon? Absolutely beautiful. And depending on where this lookout goes, I might even camp at the lookout. It's a left-hander up here somewhere, and it may even take me to the top of that range, which would be something special. I'd be absolutely stoked to be up there tonight. So the track has been really good. I would say moderate corrugations almost the whole way. I've been averaging about 40 kilometers an hour, and I've seen quite a few people finishing up their journeys, all looking very happy. Check out this little sign just here. That is how you find your way around the Canning stock route. Godberry's tank, 4.5 k's, CSR straight on. So that's those left-handers there. And straight on, that's down the Canning stock route that way. Look how flat it is out that way. Nothing for as far as the eye can see. Very, very nice. You're starting to see the red come out at the top. Same as this one here. So I've still got an hour and a half of daylight up my sleeve, so I'm going to continue on. I'm not going to have a look at that lookout. I don't actually think it goes around and up. I could be wrong, and I may regret it later, but I will continue on, probably for another half an hour, and then I'll pull up and find a nice place to camp somewhere. But love this escarpment all through along here. And pretty bit of country.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me, love is gonna set me free.
I am so pumped right now. I can't even tell you. This spot where I'm going to be camping tonight is absolutely stunning. It's a tiny little hill, but the area all around me is flat as a tack. So this has already got stunning views. I've missed the sunset. The sunset's just over behind the cruiser there. There's water just over the back here. You can see some sort of a lake or river. I'm going to send the drone up tomorrow and I'll have a look. But when I was traveling through here, and I've done 200 k's, and I was kind of between camping spots. 46, well 46 is in front of me. Sorry, well 47 is in front of me. Well 48 is behind me. And I was kind of in the middle, and it started to get slow going. I was down to 10 kilometers an hour through some really windy stuff. And so I was starting to think, I'll drive in the dark until I get to 47. That's a fairly common camping spot. But this is better. This is way better. That sunset, even though the sun's been down 10 minutes now, that sunset is still going off over there. I'll get out of the light of the cruiser. There you go. Look out, cruiser. See if you can see. I don't know, it's not going to show up in the camera all that well. So I am going to go get the, I'm going to go get my Nikon. I'm going to turn the cruiser off. I'll find some level ground up here to camp, but this is me tonight. I'll find the still camera. I'll get some better shots. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I can see. Amazing. Pumped. Day one completed. 200 k's from Wiluna, almost exactly, and everything's going really great. Pumped, really happy to have this spot, and I've got it all to myself. Woohoo!